Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome back to another episode of Anime Season 5. Coming in at number 19, we have The Irresponsible Captain Tyler. Now, this one is actually kind of interesting. I did not discover this anime. This anime was introduced to me, and it was in fact the first anime that was introduced to me at the anime manga club back in high school. In my high school, there was an anime manga club, and everybody would go there, and there wasn't much manga reading going on, to be honest. Certainly, there were some that were in a corner reading manga, but the large majority of us just kind of watched anime for a few hours. And it would happen every single Wednesday. It would happen every single Wednesday. And for quite a long time, I kept that tradition going even after I graduated. Every Wednesday, I would dedicate like 2 to 3 hours of my day just to watching anime. Whatever anime I felt like watching at the time, I would just dedicate 2 to 3 hours of watching anime every Wednesday. And I really enjoyed that. I thought it was great. And this anime, Irresponsible Captain Tyler, was recommended to me the by the member of the faculty that was overseeing the club. Um, and he was such a kind man. I don't want to give I don't want to give names away, but he was a very kind man. He was very nice, and he knew his stuff when it came to anime. He knew his stuff. I was still unsure. I was still learning exactly what constitutes as anime and what's the difference between anime and anime inspired. And he really helped me figure that out. He really helped me figure out what counts as anime, what counts as anime inspired, like where the line gets drawn between them. And this anime, Irresponsible Captain Tyler, was the first anime that he recommended to me, and he even gave me the DVD set, which I believe, yes, I still have it. Here we go. The Irresponsible Captain Tyler. As you can see, it's got some wear and tear. I've had it for a long, long time. The case is clearly is clearly wearing, and it came with all five volumes, all 26 episodes. I watched this anime front to back after he gave this to me, and I've taken care of it. I've taken care of it since then. It has a very special. This anime has a very, very special place in my heart. For those of you who don't know, as I imagine a lot of people have not even heard of this anime, let alone watched it. The Irresponsible Captain Tyler is a story about a guy named Tyler who decides to join the Space Navy, not not to fight for glory or freedom or anything, but because he wants an easy life. And because he wants an easy life, and he figures, oh, if he gets a desk job working for the Navy, there's nothing easier than that. Uh, and through sheer through sheer luck, he manages to stumble into a position of power, and he continues to get lucky and luckier and luckier and luckier, and until eventually he is a captain of a ship. And the story just follows him and his band of just absolute lunatics on this ship as they go through all of these crazy adventures. And it is just one of the funniest animes I have ever seen. It is absolutely drop dead hilarious. I cannot tell you how many times I fell out of my chair watching this the first time. I laughed so hard so many times. There were several times when I had to pause because I couldn't watch it. I was tearing up so much from laughing so hard that I couldn't see anything. And I was laughing so loudly, I couldn't hear anything. So there were several times when I had to pause just so I could try to catch my breath. It is a fantastic series. It is a fantastic series. I absolutely adore it. And again, you might be wondering why it's so low on this list. If I adore it so much, well, as much as I adore it, I also can't deny that going back to it again after, because I rewatched every single one of these. I rewatched every single one of these over the last few months, in order to try to decide, in order to ultimately try to decide on the order that I wanted to go with. And some of the jokes here don't hit quite as hard, and there's a running gag in the series that gets kind of tiring pretty quickly, um, about how basically Tyler just through Tyler basically he does something stupid, and then everyone around him thinks that there's a deeper meaning. He does something stupid, gets incredibly lucky, and then everyone around him thinks that there was a deeper meaning to what he did, and that he predicted this outcome. And then suddenly a bunch of women start swooning over him, thinking he's some kind of genius when he's just an idiot. He's just an idiot that's stumbling through life and just happens to get lucky a lot. And that kind of joke that ultimately just culminates in all of these different women having feelings for him, and then all just one by one slapping him over and over and over. Like, it's not funny anymore. But I don't blame the anime for that, because here's the thing: this anime came out in 1993, the same year I was born, and it actually came out just a month, just a little more than a month before I was born. So, so I cannot blame this anime for those kind of tropes, because that kind of trope where women like misunderstand something that a man says or does and then gets angry at them and starts slapping them. I see that all the time in anime nowadays. You see it all the time with every tsundere in existence, essentially. And so like the trope has just kind of been done to death. So now that kind of joke doesn't necessarily work anymore, because I've already seen it done to death. So going back to the first time that I saw it happen in Irresponsible Captain Tyler, it no longer hits as hard as it did before. But there are quite a few cliches that there are quite a few cliches, especially in the sci-fi genre, that got their start with this. Sci-fi and comedy genre, both. There are several cliches from both those genres of anime that got their that drew inspiration from this. Um, and yeah, I definitely recommend it to anybody who likes sci-fi or sci-fi comedy, anything like that. I definitely recommend it. It is a fantastic series. Um, and all the characters are very likable. They're all very likable and endearing. Time for another swig. So, but yeah, so that's the irresponsible Captain Tyler. For the sake of all of now, here's the thing: I do not have the DVD sets for every single anime on this list, as some of them go into the range of like hundreds of dollars for a single DVD set. So I don't have the money to pay for all of that. So I basically have been using. I basically have been using. Uh, I used a week of. I used the 1 week free trial for Crunchyroll, and then canceled the membership because I just money's tight right now. I can't quite afford that kind of monthly payment, unfortunately. I would love to support the official release by paying for a monthly payment on Crunchyroll, but that's just not in the cards right now for me. So I had to resort to sailing the seven seas and digging for booty, so to speak. And yeah, so I wound up watching um, a lot of the rewatching a lot of these animes on other websites, um, and Irresponsible Captain Tyler was especially difficult to find. Now I'm not sure if I was just looking in the wrong places, but it was especially difficult to find this on streaming websites. Um, but you can find it on Amazon. You can find uh, this series on Amazon. The DVD collection is the DVD collection, which is what I have, which is which is a special limited edition collection, is $61. Where the let's see, there is a. Can I get more info on this? Okay. There is the Blu-ray version, which was released just a few years ago. The Blu-ray version is $50, and there is also, where was it? Here it is, the OVA collection, as there are a few OVAs. Um, trying to remember how many there were. I'm trying to remember how many there were. I believe there was like I want to say there was like 8 to 10 OVA episodes. Um, and they all take place after the events of the main series, and that is $40. Uh, so so if you want to get the entire series, not just this, but the OVAs, I enjoyed the OVAs. But I enjoyed the OVAs. But for me, Irresponsible Captain Tyler is just these 26 episodes. That's what I have nostalgic memories of. So that to me is what Captain Tyler is. It's those 26 episodes. The OVAs are still good though, and I do recommend them if you really want more Tyler after watching these 26 episodes. But you can buy both the complete series and the OVAs on Amazon if you wish. But other than that, I'm not too sure on where you can find them online. Um, I struggled to find episodes of the series online for a while. It took me a while to find a website that had one, and it's possible I was just looking in the wrong place. But in any case, I do still recommend the series. So anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. It's a wonderful series. Go check it out, and then come back here and let me know what you thought about it. I would love to talk about this series more. It's a fantastic series that holds a very special place in my heart. So, with that said, thank you everybody so much for watching. Next episode will be coming up. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. So the next episode of anime will be coming up on Saturday. Because Friday, me and Queen Haiku will be doing another episode of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. So hope you're all looking forward to that. And I will see you all guys in the next video for number 18. Take care, everybody.